So you've been thinking about moving to Northwest Arkansas. Well, in today's video, we're going to go through and show you everything that you would ever need to know when it comes to moving to the area here. We're going to go through and pull the map up. We're going to talk about schools, the economics here, about the lake, about where everything's located. That way you and your family have a better understanding of where everything's at, and that way you can have, just more knowledge whenever it comes to moving here. And we're getting after it right now. Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time to the channel, this is Living in the Ozarks. And on this channel, we go over everything you would ever need to know when it comes to moving to the Northwest Arkansas as well as the Southwest Missouri area. So if this is your first time here and you guys want to stay up to date on all the videos that we put out, like this one here, where we go over and show you how the area is laid out. We go over and talk about different neighborhoods, tour you through these different areas to help you guys make that move easier. If you guys want to stay up to date on those videos, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that little bell. That way you're notified every time we drop new videos just like this one every single week. And now if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Chris, and me and my team help people make the move here every single day. So if you are thinking about making that move, whether it be today or sometime in the future, a year, 2 years down the road, whatever time that it may be sure to reach out to us. That number popping up down below. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. However you want to reach out, go ahead and reach out to us. And we'd absolutely love to help you make the move here as easy as possible. But now today we're going to be talking about Northwest Arkansas, and we're actually going to go through, pull the map up here in just a few minutes, and go over everything that you're going to need to know when it comes to how the area is laid out. Maybe you haven't ever been here. Maybe you've just seen it or heard of it or seen it on some list of top metros or whatever the case may be. We want to go through and give you a better understanding of what the area is, where it's located, what's around it. We're going to be talking about schools. We're going to be talking about some of the companies here. So what we're going to do is just give you a really broad overview of the entire Northwest Arkansas metro. Now we're not going to dive into each of these cities in really in depth. We are going to still talk about certain things there, like kind of the main features, the kind of where stuff's laid out. But we actually made more videos just like this one here, where we dive into those particular cities more in depth, and we made separate videos for each of those. So definitely be sure to check those out, or be on the lookout for them if you haven't seen those yet. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. But let's go ahead and pull the map up here and get started and going over what this area has to offer. All right, so the first thing that we're going to go over here is just going to be where it is located. So as you can see, here's the Northwest Arkansas metro. Obviously, it's Northwest Arkansas, so it is in the Northwest Arkansas, or the northwest corner of Arkansas. So that you can kind of see where we are at here. So right here, we have the Missouri state line. So this is going to be Missouri here. This is up here by Joplin. We do sell in this area too, but obviously that's not what this video is about. But here is Missouri, and then over here is the Oklahoma state line. So Missouri and Oklahoma border us, and then just up here to the northwest a little further, this is Kansas. So they kind of call this the four-state area. So you've got Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and obviously Arkansas that we're talking about today. Let's go ahead and dive in a little deeper here. And just to kind of show you, so this is the main metro. This is Northwest Arkansas. This is going to be made up of these 5 main cities. Yes, there is more. There are smaller towns, but that's the main metro area. When someone's talking about the area, they're going to be talking about Bella Vista, Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, and Fayetteville. That's kind of the 5 core main cities. Yes, there's Eureka Springs, there's Siloam Springs, and we will get into some of those here a little bit later too. But the first thing I want to do is just show you kind of how the highway system is laid out. So I will pull this, if I can get it here. We will pull the pin up here. And this is I-49. So as you can see, it comes down through Missouri, and it comes over here, and it actually cuts straight through the metro. Going south here, it's going to cut through Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, all the way down to Fayetteville, and then it'll go on down to Fort Smith and all that. So one thing, if you can see here, the highway used to come just like this. This is 71 that goes into Missouri, and that's how you always had to get into this Northwest Arkansas area from Missouri. Well, that was the most popular way. But this, they just put in here this last year. This is called the Bella Vista Bypass, And this is where obviously it bypasses Bella Vista, and it's cut down a ton of traffic that you would used to get right here in this area whenever you were coming through. So just kind of a heads up on that, that way you kind of know where that is. The other highway that we want to talk about here is going to be 412. So as you can see here, coming from the west going east, it goes through Siloam Springs, kind of cuts through the middle of Springdale here, and then on out. You can go down there to Huntsville, if I can draw. But these are kind of your two main highway areas here. I-49 is going to be the thing, is going to be the interstate that you're going to be on, all of the time. If you're in Bentonville, you want to get to Fayetteville, it's where you are going to go. Most of the time, you're going to be cutting through them here and then taking one of these exits out. And then 412 is going to be mainly only if you are in or do anything in Siloam Springs, or if you live there or anywhere else around that area. Let's go and clear that out now. And let's talk about, now that you know kind of where how to get around, where the stuff's laid out here. The one thing that I do want to talk about here really, really quick is going to be the counties. So this up here, up on top, up on the northern side, this is Benton County. And then down where Fayetteville is, this is going to be Washington County. Nothing too, dramatically different about them. There's a couple things like taxes and other things, but it's very, very close. But these are going to be your two main counties that make up this Northwest Arkansas area. Yes, there's other ones over here where Eureka's in and everything else, but today we're mainly going to focus on these two counties, which is going to be Benton County up here and then Washington County over here. All right, so let's just go over here really quick and just kind of show you where these different cities are. Obviously, you can see them. But the one thing I want to hit on is just kind of highlight them here really, really quick. That way you know what's going on. So Bella Vista. So Bella Vista up here, this is a beautiful area. Like I said, we're not going to go super in-depth in each of these cities. Just want to give you a quick overview, just a couple seconds of what's kind of special about each of these main places, and then we'll go on and move on. So Bella Vista, it is, there's not a whole lot there. It does have, as you can see, these 7 lakes. So the 7 lakes are really the big draw. You have all these lakes here. I'm not even going to take time to circle all of them, but all these different lakes is going to be a huge thing in Bella Vista. Now, Bella Vista is under what is called a POA, which is a Property Owners Association. It's very similar to an HOA, which is a Homeowners Association, to where you do pay a little bit more. It's $30-some if you have a house there. I believe townhomes are a little bit more expensive, and then for just if you own a lot there, I believe it's $16 or $18 monthly. But that gives you access to all these lakes here. There's some other amenities too that are included in that, but these lakes are my favorite part of it by far. But just really quick to finish out on Bella Vista, there's not a lot going on there. Obviously, you have some fast food chains, you have restaurants, you have some grocery stores, banks, just your everyday commonplace things. But if you're going to be doing anything for nightlife, for going on a date night with your spouse, going to eat, going shopping, you're going to be coming out of Bella Vista and going to these other main areas such as Bentonville, Rogers, Fayetteville, stuff like that. But it is a very, very nice area. It's kind of, the terrain there is a little bit different. It's very sloped and hilly. But if you are looking for something like that, this is a really good option, and still very, very close to all of the other amenities that Northwest Arkansas has. The next thing is going to be Bentonville here. Bentonville is obviously the main area that everyone thinks about. That's where Walmart is headquartered. That's where a lot of people who call us are really interested in. Bentonville's growing like crazy. You have Crystal Bridges there. The downtown area there is excellent. All different types of homes that you're going to be able to find there. Tons of things to go and do, whether it be restaurants, bars, breweries, boutique shops, shopping, anything like that. Bentonville's going to have it for you. The next one we're going to kind of hit on here is going to be Rogers. So Rogers is another excellent option. And as you can see here, everything's pretty well condensed in this metro. The metro is just over 500,000 people. I believe it's like 560 or 580,000. But it is growing. I'm going to go over some stats here in just a minute. But one of the biggest things is that, as you can see, no matter where you live here, you're still fairly close to everything. So if you decide, now obviously school districts and other things are going to play a factor into where you actually want to live. and wherever you are going to be working. I wouldn't advise living in Bentonville and working in Fayetteville. You definitely can. A lot of people do that. It's just something that if you're gonna be working all the way on one side of the metro, then I would obviously advise living towards that area. But as you can see here, if we click on Bentonville, we'll pull up the directions to Fayetteville. So you got Bentonville and Fayetteville, which are kind of your main options here, or your main cities. So these are the two cities that are the best well known, let's say. So it's only about a 35-minute drive. Now that's going down that I-49. That's pretty accurate to what you can expect to. We do get some traffic here, but mainly if there's some kind of backup because of road work, or if there's a wreck on the highway, obviously. But yeah, I mean, you're talking a 35-minute to 45-minute drive on most common days. Obviously, rush hour can definitely either make that a little bit longer, but for the most part, it's about a 40-minute drive. So still a doable drive if you did want to live in one of these areas, but I would obviously say if you work in one of these areas that far apart, then definitely would advise living closer to where you work, obviously. Let's go ahead and get over here. So Rogers is right here. We'll go ahead and zoom in on it a little bit. Rogers has a lot to offer. It's close to the lake here, which we're going to hit on too. They have a pretty nice downtown area. The biggest thing that Rogers has, or one of the biggest attractions for Rogers, is going to be, well, they have the promenade. So the promenade is kind of the premier shopping area for Northwest Arkansas. It's an outdoor mall. If I can pull it up here, it's right here. And you're gonna have all of your main shops here. It's not like an outlet area, but it is. I don't know if you guys have ever been to an outlet mall. That's kind of like that, only it's just your normal stores. So as you can see, you got Dillard's. You got some restaurants here, Bath and Body Works. I mean, all of your basic mall shops. Zell's, GameStop, Hibbett's, Lululemon. You do have the theater here. You have a Dave & Buster's. I'm trying to think of what else that's very notable there. The Buckle, P.F. Chang's, Gearhead, the Big Orange. That's a really good place. Pottery Barn. Just all of your basic shopping is going to be right here in the promenade. And one of my favorite places, you get your Longhorn, but then one of my favorite places is going to be Bass Pro here. So if you are someone that enjoys hunting, enjoys going out, enjoying the outdoors, whether it be on the water, in the woods, this is an excellent option here because you can go there, obviously and get all of the stuff that you're going to need. They have a Twin Peaks, a Target. And then if you go across 49 to the east here, that's where you kind of get into more of the restaurants. You have Topgolf here. You have the amphitheater here. So this is the Walmart Music Pavilion. See, pull up a couple photos here, maybe kind of show you. They have big artists here too. It's not a huge amphitheater, but they've had like Kevin Hart there. They've had Slipknot. They've had Brantley Gilbert. Just tons and tons of big artists, obviously. So that's really cool and nice to have around here. And then as you can see, you have some businesses over in this area here. This is kind of the main business district through here. But then as you can see, you have Pinnacle Country Club. That's part of a subdivision there. But you have, your Walmarts. You have Saltgrass. Like I said, Topgolf, Chewy's. Then obviously your fast food places. Torchy's Tacos, Heroes Coffee. You got some apartment buildings there. Got Cold Stone, Bonefish, and next to Tropical Smoothie, you have an excellent steakhouse in Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. So really good options when it comes to eating, when it comes to anything like that. Let's go ahead and pull out of here though from Rogers. Next one of the next main cities is going to be Springdale. So Springdale's kind of a different type of city. One of the nice parts about Springdale though is that you are so centrally located in this metro. So as you can see, Fayetteville. Pull it up here. As you can see here, Fayetteville's down here, and Bentonville's up here, which I was saying are kind of your main cities. And Springdale is basically in the middle. It's a little further south towards Fayetteville, but still, I mean, you're not far from anything. If you wanted to hit Rogers, if you wanted to go out to the lake, if you wanted to go to Siloam Springs down by the casino, if you wanted to go down here to Fayetteville, really good option there. The one thing that Springdale is definitely lacking compared to some of the other areas is the downtown area. They are building that up, but it's just not quite there yet. You're going to find a lot of diverse living in Springdale. A lot of white collar and blue collar. It's kind of just a big mix, kind of like a melting pot for that area, but still a really good option. You're going to be able to find any kind of living that you're wanting there, like any type of home, whether it be older homes, new construction, they're all going to be there in Springdale, and they are in the other areas too. Next one we want to talk about is obviously going to be Fayetteville. So the most notable thing about Fayetteville obviously is going to be the University of Arkansas. This is where the U of A is. It's where the Hogs are. Everyone here is a Razorback for the most part. If you're not yet, you probably will be, you will be converted in the coming years as you grow more fond of them, I would say. Everywhere. Everyone's crazy about the Razorbacks here. We've got some pretty good college sports here. We have a decent college football team. We've got a good basketball team for the most part, an excellent baseball team, and an excellent softball team. So a lot of options there if you want to go and catch a college game. Even if you're not a Razorback fan, more than likely your team's going to come through here. The other thing is Fayetteville's downtown is a really good downtown area. If you're looking for like a bar area, Dixon Street is kind of the college bar area. Downtown is really, really nice. You're going to get a lot of seasonal things. That's one thing I didn't really hit on with Bentonville. The downtown area is an excellent area. There's tons of community events. They have like First Fridays, they have farmers markets, just everything like that you would want from a really nice downtown area. Fayetteville's no different, same thing going on there. But that's kind of just a layout. We will hit on over here. And like I said, I know we're being really brief on these cities, but that's because we do have other videos where we really go specific and dive deep into these different cities, and definitely check those out if you are interested in getting some more information on one of those certain cities. The one thing we will talk about here really quick is going to be Siloam Springs. So as you can see here, type in Siloam. So Siloam Springs is going to be over here to the east. And say if you want to go to Fayetteville, just to give you an idea of where it's at. So you're going to come down here on 412 and then cut down south. You're about a 40-minute drive from Fayetteville. So I wouldn't recommend living in Siloam Springs and doing your most of your daily things, whether that's working, if you're going to be doing stuff in Fayetteville most of the time. I wouldn't recommend living in Siloam Springs. Siloam Springs is a beautiful area. It's a smaller town. The biggest things there, they have a big power plant there where most of the employment is. They have Kayak Park, which is really, really awesome area there. They have Cherokee Casino, which is to the west of it. That's the big casino around here. It's on that Oklahoma state line. So if you enjoy going to the casino, even if you don't gamble, they got a excellent buffet and steakhouse there. There's a couple breweries down there. But they do have a small college there. They have their own hospital, a Walmart. Basically everything that you would need, like grocery stores and all that. It's not that small of a town, as you can see on the map here, but it's one of those things where if you're going to live there, the reason that you're going to be living there is more than likely work, either working in Siloam or right over here across the state line. You can find any type of living there as well. You're seeing a lot more new construction there because it is growing. Still, any type of homes you're going to be able to find there. But just to make a note, I wouldn't do same with the Gentry area here. But I wouldn't be living in Siloam and working in Fayetteville or some of these other areas. So just keep that in mind. The other kind of area that we need to hit on here is going to be over here to the east. That is Eureka Springs. Eureka Springs is definitely an interesting area. A lot of cool things there. If you're moving here for the Northwest Arkansas area, then to me, Eureka doesn't make sense. If you're moving here for the good schools, for the economy, for the jobs, for all of that stuff, that you have in Northwest Arkansas in that main metro, then Eureka is just honestly too far. It is a really cool area there. We'll pull some pictures up here. They got a lot of downtown stuff where they do like these, parades and festivals and events. I know it looks kind of, not upkept, but it definitely is. There's a lot of cool stuff there. It's more of like, there's tons of restaurants and little things like going on there. It's more of like going and taking a weekend trip or going and staying the night there. It's close to the Beaver Lake Dam, so there's a lot of good stuff that goes along with that. But it's not a place where it fits most people to actually live, and it's kind of up in the mountains. It's kind of like a small mountain town. Roads are very, very curvy, and you swerve all the time. So definitely, I would not suggest living there if you are planning on doing most of your days or having most of your stuff over in the main metro. We'll pull the map up here, show you how far it is from Bentonville. So as you can see, about an hour drive, and that's if there's no traffic whatsoever. And yes, it's mountain roads and a lot of turns and twists, but I'm telling you, traffic can pile up there. If you get a big semi that's going through all of that, which has happened to me a number of times, that can very easily turn into a 2-hour drive. So definitely not something that I would recommend, but an awesome place. I will say that Eureka Springs is an awesome place for like if you're coming to invest and want like Airbnbs or like a lake house. Short-term rentals do really, really well there. So that's a good option for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get over here now. We are going to go over some of these. Pull it up here. We are going to go over some of the smaller towns too, but I just kind of want to give you guys some information on kind of what's going on here, or what is kind of why Northwest Arkansas is growing so fast, and what's to kind of blame for all that, for good and bad. It's been ranked this last year. It was ranked number 7 as best place to live according to U.S. News. Out of 150 best metros. So and we've actually been on that list for like the last 6 to 8 years, all the way up to number 3, all the way down to like 9, 10. So it is getting more and more recognition. And with that, obviously the area is starting to grow quite a bit, and it's going to continue. The predictions right now for Northwest Arkansas are that Northwest Arkansas is projected to have nearly 1 million residents by the year 2045, and that's almost double this year's population of just over 500,000. And on average, 30 plus people a day move into the Northwest Arkansas metro. So that makes it the 28th fastest growing metro in the U.S. So obviously, we're seeing a lot of growth. The main reason for that is definitely going to be because of this is where Walmart is headquartered. They're building a brand new home office, which is just an amazing 350 acre plus area in the middle of Bentonville. I'll pull this up for you really quick. Here we go. So this is the Walmart side of their new home office. I'll pull you through. We're not going to watch this or the whole thing or anything, but I'll speed this up to kind of just show you an idea of what it is. So this is in the middle of Bentonville. So as you see, here's Central. So here's like where the Square is. Here's your 8th Street Market. And this is what they've been building and are, making a brand new home office. It's a walkable, bikeable area that's going to have different, like ponds or small lakes in it. It's just a really cool thing that they got going on here. We'll skip through it. It's obviously just stuff you can do or stuff for the employees. So obviously with that, that's a huge growth. That's what's bringing on a lot of the growth. Walmart's putting a bunch of money into this area like they always have. We got Walmart, which is a Fortune 500 company. We also have JB Hunt and Tyson's, which are also big companies. They're all headquartered here. So with that, obviously comes great jobs, comes great opportunity. The biggest thing also is, if we are going to double in that size, it makes it a really good place to invest too. So maybe you're not looking to actually move here, move your family here, but maybe you're looking for a good investment opportunity. If we're going to double in size, obviously home prices are going to keep going up. And that also, makes for a great investment. Now, we already hit on the downtown areas, which are something that is really big in this area. That we just have awesome downtown areas with a lot going on here. We kind of zoomed in there on the Fayetteville one. We'll zoom in here on Bentonville. So here's Bentonville Square. As you can see, pull our pen up here. So here's the square here. This is actually where the original Walmart was, the Five and Dime. They have the museum there now. Lots of little boutique boutique shops, shopping areas, restaurants, bars, bike shops. The Preacher's Son is probably one of the best restaurants there. They got a ton, all of the restaurants there are excellent. It's just, in my opinion, one of the best. Onyx Coffee is delicious. This bistro I have heard is very, very good. Then you have Fat Tire Bike Shop. There's also another bike shop down here, and you can go and rent bikes there, jump on the different bike trails. Excuse me. Bentonville downtown has a lot to offer. It's my favorite downtown area of all the different downtowns here. Whether it be the holidays, I'll actually pull this part up here for you too, where you can see where it is. So here's downtown Bentonville's actual website. And you can just go through here and see all the stuff that they do. Pull up the events here. Now we're going into the holiday season, so they're doing a lot of stuff for like Christmas and stuff. The farmers market on the square Thursday and Saturday. They have farmers market pickup every Thursday. It's lighting of the square. So that's on November 19th, where they actually turn all of the lights on for the first time, and then it goes on obviously through the entire holiday season. Bentonville Toyland, the winter market, the art market, the Christmas parade, and then in the warmer months you have First Fridays, you have Shop the Block, you have Bentonville Together, art and culinary. There's always stuff going on there. They'll have like little festivals down there, make it just like a big block party. It's a really cool area if you want to kind of feel like you're part of the community and everything. Great option. Just wanted to hit on that downtown area. Like I said, Fayetteville's got a really good downtown too. Same with Rogers, a lot of good options there. But let's go ahead and start on these kind of smaller town areas now. So this is a big thing for a lot of people, because a lot of people call us and say that they kind of want that small town living still. We do have that here, but it's not like it used to be for sure. You're not like Farmington, for instance here. Farmington used to be a tiny town, and it's like quadruple in size over the last five years. It's still a very, very nice place. It's just to the west here of Fayetteville. But it's kind of turning into, it's still definitely a small town, but it's connected to Fayetteville, so it feels like it's just one big city. But you still have places such as Prairie Grove, Lincoln, Elkins, a lot of good options for those smaller towns. But then you're still super close to being, to take advantage of the amenities in Fayetteville or anywhere else. So we do still have those small town areas. Another big one that everyone likes here, Gravitt's good, Sulphur, Gentry, like we said. Pea Ridge is a really excellent spot too. It's one of my favorite smaller towns. They have a brand new high school there right now. As you can see, it's still very, very close to Bella Vista and to Bentonville. Let's type in, show you what for the directions, what you can expect. So if we're in Pea Ridge and we're going to Bentonville, I'm gonna say it's 12 minutes. See if I'm right. So 16, but still not too bad at all. That's to the center. So obviously, if you want to do something else, on the outskirts. But Pea Ridge is still going to have, it has a Walmart, or it has a small Walmart neighborhood market there. I'll pump in here real quick. As you can see, so here's Pea Ridge. Here's kind of your main area here. Some pizza shops, Dollar General. Still going to have some different restaurants, some Taco Bell. There's a little Mexican place right over here, a little Mexican restaurant. Not a ton of stuff when it comes to if you were going to go out for a nice meal, but like we were saying, about a 15-minute drive. You got the city park, just a lot of really nice stuff here. You also have the brand new high school, which is a big improvement for what it was previously. So that's awesome. Show you what if you wanted to go to like the promenade here. So promenade. Here we go. So if you want to go to your main shopping, you're going to come through here, get on 49, and then you're only, what does it say here, a 17-minute drive to the big outlet shopping center. That's also where the pavilion is. That's also where Top Golf, Dave & Buster's, Bass Pro, So really good options. If you're looking for a small town, Pea Ridge is really, really nice. Oh, I didn't even hit on the military park there, the National Military Park. That's an awesome place to go, see some of that history in a really, really pretty park area there. All right, so the next thing that we want to hit on that you're going to want to be aware of is going to be the airport. So they got a pretty decent airport here. If I can zoom into it. There we go. So as you can see, right outside of Bentonville and Springdale here, really, really nice airport. It's not huge, which I think is actually a pro to it. You're going to be in and out. You never have to wait more than like 20 minutes when it comes to going through lines, stuff like that. And they go pretty much wherever you need to. Now, you definitely might have a layover flight, but for the most part, they got nonstops to Dallas, I believe to Colorado. I mean, just it's a very functional and capable airport. So if you're looking, so if that was a concern of yours, I wouldn't let it be a big one at all. We fly out of here all the time. Yes, like I was saying, you may have some kind of AM layover, but it's usually not too bad. Then let's go over here, and the biggest thing we probably need to talk about that most people want to know, if you didn't know already, Northwest Arkansas has actually coined the mountain biking capital of the world. I don't know if we coined ourselves that or if someone else said it, but it is a huge factor here. And we'll just turn back on the map, and I'll show you. If you just put bike trails, it's a huge part of this area. And I'm gonna be very blunt and honest. I am not a mountain biker, so obviously I can't speak on it as me actually utilizing these different trail systems, but I can look at a map and kind of show you where they're at, obviously. And then if you're a mountain biker, hopefully you can do some research too, but it is a huge part of this area. I believe there's over 300 miles of different types of hard surface, soft surface, multi-surface trails, and this just kind of shows you a map of it. You can zoom in and see how you get more over there by Hobbs State Park, over here in Siloam, just a lot of things. But you can go on this website here, which is Oz Trails, and they'll actually show you the trail locations. So we'll pop this up here. As you can see, just tons of different, now these are all the different trailheads. Bella Vista, there's like 16 of them just in Bella Vista. You can go over here on Bentonville, Eureka, Fayetteville, Rogers, just tons of different options. But definitely a good website to utilize if you are someone that likes to mountain bike, and that's a big reason that you are coming here. Then I would definitely suggest checking this website out, where you can check all the different trailheads, kind of get an idea of where everything is. A lot of these, and some of these too, can go all the way from like Bentonville down to Fayetteville in like a 40-mile drive. It cuts through like Crystal Bridges, some of these different trails, which is the museum there in Bentonville. We can go through, have a nice ride and see all like the different sculptures and artwork. So really cool area there, or a really cool thing that we have here. The other main thing, and probably my favorite that we need to hit on here, is going to be Beaver Lake. So this is Beaver Lake. This is our main lake area here. Obviously, it's a lake. I'm not going to go crazy on it and go into a lot of detail. Beautiful lake. You'll have these beautiful bluffs that are on the side. Just gorgeous limestone bluffs and everything else. It's a beautiful lake. We love going, tubing, skiing on it. We love to fish. We do a lot of striper fishing on it. Bass fishing so-so on it. Some people say that it's excellent. I've never been that lucky when it comes to bass fishing on Beaver. I do a lot better in the rivers and the streams and everything else around here. But it has awesome striper fishing. So if you like catching big, 20 plus, even sometimes 30 plus pound fish, striper fishing is an excellent choice. It's a lot of fun. And then obviously all of your other stuff when it comes to boating, water skiing and everything else. And the other part that we need to hit on here is going to be some of the different marinas and different areas. You have Prairie Creek Marina here. That's probably most people's go-to marina. It's got the marina there. There's a campsite. There's places to launch your boat. Just a lot of good options there. You have down here, down by Springdale, you have Hickory Creek. This is kind of the other one that a lot of people like too if they're on this side. Same thing, you're gonna have a small marina there, campground, boat launch, all of that stuff. So very capable lake, really nice area, and a beautiful lake. The other thing we're talking about lakes too is gonna be up here in Bella Vista. So that's where I was saying where they have those 7 private lakes where you have to be a part of the POA to access or have some kind of guest pass from someone that is there. So that's another good option too. There's houses on all of these lakes. The houses here the lake houses in Bella Vista are going to be a little bit more affordable than over on Beaver. On Beaver, if you want a lake house that has a boat dock, you're most of the time looking $1 million plus. You can still find them for 7, 8, but the house is not going to be in that great of condition most of the time. Over in Bella Vista, you can definitely find a really nice lake house with a boat dock under that $1 million price point. And part of the reason too for the houses on Beaver being so much more expensive is because there's no more boat dock permits. So if something doesn't already have a boat dock on it, you more than likely will not be able to build a boat dock on it either now. Well, definitely not now. The only way that you could now is if the permits that are already issued came with the sale of the house. So if you find a property or if you find a house that's lakefront and you decide, hey, I want to buy this house and then I'll put a boat dock on it later, probably isn't going to happen. Will they issue more permits in the future? I don't know. That's ran by the Corps of Engineers, and they're pretty strict whenever it comes to that because they've, it's all off of numbers to keep the habitat safe and the wildlife and to preserve our lakes. So it's a good thing, but it's kind of irritating too whenever, if you didn't know that, definitely need to check around and, see what all your options are. But over here in Bella Vista, most of these lakes you can still build boat docks on. Haven't ran into any issue with that yet, so that is an option that you can go if that's important to you. To me, if you're gonna have a lake house, you kind of need a boat dock. Obviously, there's different things where we can get places on like coves where you can kind of pull your boat up for so long, but a boat dock really makes it really, really nice. The other thing I want to hit on too is going to be something that a lot of people call about and ask, and that's going to be hunting. So Arkansas, it's the natural state. It's all kinds of outdoors. We got outdoor activities that you can do here: mountain biking, fishing, hunting, and some of the more prominent, hunting areas are going to be places like Hobbs State Park. Now you can't hunt all this here, but there's sections in here where you can bow hunt and gun hunt. So you'll have to check on the regulations, and you can actually go onto the website and it'll pull up different maps and show you the different zones to where you can see what areas you're allowed to hunt on. But you have that, and you also have a place, you also have a really cool place down through here. If I can pull it up, like Weddington. There's different spots through here that you can hunt as well. In this area, like I said, you're gonna have to check on these zones and pull up before you go hunt, obviously, but there is a lot of good options when it comes to public land hunting here. And then there's different places scattered throughout all of this too. There's different places that you can find going further south. There's some different places going up north into Missouri that you're only going to be an hour and a half drive to some really good hunting land. When it comes to hunting here, you got turkey, deer, bear, all kinds of dove hunting, any type of smaller game you're going to have here, a season for it, and then obviously your deer, turkey, and bear. So really good, definitely a lot of different options, whether it be muzzleloader, normal gun, bow hunting, and the seasons go for quite a while. So that's something that me and my family take advantage of a lot of the times that we really enjoy about the area. All right, so some of the other things I want to hit on really, really quick. I'm going to be reading from my notes here just to go over some of these numbers. We want to hit on the economy here. Super strong job growth. Northwest Arkansas actually added over 15,000 new jobs since July 2021. Once again, that's going to factor into that Walmart, Tyson's, J.B. Hunt, those Fortune 500 companies. Not only just people working there, but all of the work that all of the different trade work that comes into with people building these new facilities. A 350-acre basically city inside of a city like Walmart is building with a new headquarters. There's tons and tons of jobs that come with that. Unemployment is around 3% compared to the national average of over 6%. Future job growth over the next 10 years is predicted to be 42.2%, which is higher than the predicted U.S. average of 33.5%. So obviously, it not only makes for a great place to live, but a great place to invest to because of the people that are going to be coming here for these different jobs. Whenever it comes to schools, the biggest thing that we get asked from parents and families, obviously, is what are the schools like? So Northwest Arkansas has some of the top school districts in the entire state of Arkansas. As far as public schools, you have number one is Haas Hall, Haas Hall Academy Public Charter School. So that's a charter school. There's a couple of different things that go into that, but that's the number one ranked school district in all of Arkansas. It's actually ranked, I could be wrong on this, but I believe it's top 20 or like number 15 in the nation for public charter schools. They have locations in Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, and Fayetteville, but Fayetteville being the largest place and then Bentonville being the second biggest. Now, the next one is going to be Bentonville Public School. That's obviously just your normal public school district. It's number 2 in the entire state, only behind that charter public school. So it's kind of number 1 in just the normal public schools. Really, really good school system there. Most of Bella Vista feeds into Bentonville. Centerton, for the most part, feeds into Bentonville. Some of these other areas feed into Bentonville. Really good area, or really good school district, all the way from, elementary, middle school, junior high, high school, all of it's excellent school district. Now, when it comes to private and Christian schools, we have a lot of those too. So a place called the New School, pull it up here for you. The New School, it's in Fayetteville, and it's the number 1 ranked private elementary school in the U.S. by bestschoolratings.com. They do have all other grades as well. They actually go from 12 months all the way to your high school years and as you graduate. But as far as their elementary though, as you can see, it's ranked number 1 in the nation for private elementary schools. So I don't have to go into all that of how great of a school that is. Now it is private, so it can cost a lot of money. You'll have to go in there, check out different rates. But if you are looking for an excellent private school, this is one of them. The other one's going to be Thadden. I don't think I have it pulled up here, but Thadden is going to be in Bentonville. That's the number 1 ranked private high school in the state of Arkansas. They go grades 6 through 12, so another really good solid option when it comes to private schools up there north in Bentonville. And then as for the different Christian schools, you have Shiloh Christian, which is in Rogers and Springdale, and then Providence Academy as well. All excellent choices. So just wanted to hit on that there so you kind of had an idea of what you were looking at. I can pull up here. So yeah, so here's Thadden. So this is in Bentonville. Really good option for a private school. Yeah, so let's go over here and get back to the map. All right, so that's kind of everything I wanted to show you with how the area is laid out. Now, the next thing that I want to do is just show you a couple of different houses here. We're going to pull them up on Zillow, just so you can kind of get different types of price ranges. We're going to go kind of low in that 300 and go all the way up to like $1 million here. We'll do this really, really quick. I know this video is going super long. Just wanted to kind of show you what you can look and find here. All right, so the first one that we're going to be looking at here is going to be in Fayetteville. This one, as you can see, $349,999. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,720 square feet. I'm just going to go through here. Built in 2009, 2-car attached garage, almost a half acre, 0.43 acres, $203 a square or price per square foot. So as you can see, very, very nice house for this price range. Nice curb uphill, nice brick, home backs up to this beautiful area. Now we're not in any way, I do want to preference this, we're not in any way trying to sell you this house. This is just, so that you can see kind of what the type of houses are here, kind of the price range for right now at this time. In no way, shape, or form are we affiliated with any of this or trying to sell you this particular house. If you want to buy this house, awesome, give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you out, obviously. But it's just to kind of show you the different types of living that you can find here. So we're not going to focus on any of the main features, just kind of show you the, what it has to offer, or what you can find here. Just your basic, a very, very, very nice house. But that $350 price range, this is pretty much what you're looking at in Fayetteville. All right, the next one that we have here is This one's, we're going to jump the price point up a little bit. This one's in Bentonville, which is pricier than Fayetteville. Now all these places, they have cheaper homes. You can still find stuff in Bentonville for that $300K, even a little bit less. It's very, very competitive and hard, but it is definitely possible. But these are just the prices that we picked for these different cities. So Bentonville, this one's $600K. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2863 square feet, built in 2014, 3-car attached garage, $210 price per square foot. So definitely a bigger home, but this is a very prototypical Bentonville subdivision house that you can find here in this price range. You can find stuff like this a little cheaper too around here, and more expensive, obviously. Just wanted to give you an idea on that one. And then over here, this is on, let's see, which lake is this one on? So this is on the main lake in Bella Vista. This is Lake Loch Lomond. So this is the biggest lake there in Bella Vista. This is a gorgeous lake. I mean, it's my favorite out of the 7 there in Bella Vista. It's $689,999, 3-bed, 4-bath, 2,700 square feet, built in '87, so it is a little bit older. 2-car attached garage, almost half-acre lot, coming in at $256 per square foot. So these ones here, as you can see, awesome little boat dock there, walk down to it. So you can get lake houses, in that $500,000-$600,000 range here. We've sold them in that $400,000 range as well. So it's, this thing, obviously there could be some updates done to it, but this is kind of what you can find here. Lake Loch Lomond is going to be your more expensive homes. So you are going to be paying a little more price per square foot for homes on that specific lake, because it's the biggest lake. It's the only one that has a marina on it. It's got a steakhouse on it, stuff like that. But just to show you that it is possible, and like I said, we've sold stuff on there for low $500,000 to like low 500,000s. And this one I just want to throw in there to show you, because some people don't think that we actually have that expensive homes here. This one obviously is almost $5.3 million. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful home. Which one that I want to kind of showcase on here. This is on Beaver Lake. Basically $5.3 million, 6-bed, 7-bath, almost 8,000 square feet, built in 2020. Just over 4 acres. It's coming in at $665 per square foot. But this one I just enjoy looking at, because I think it's a beautiful home. This is kind of dream home, and for me, don't know if I'll ever get there, but this home is it's got it all. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. Beautiful views, kitchen. I mean, this home's awesome. Like, this is it. Could you imagine having like a man cave, pool table, movie theater, shuffleboard, hanging out, bar area, and just overlooking the Beaver Lake? Really, really cool house. But the whole reason for this, or showing you those, like I said, not in any way trying to sell you any of those specific houses. Just wanted to show you the different type of housing here. And obviously there's tons more too. Like, you can still find homes here in that $100,000 price range. They're going to be older. They're going to probably need some upkeep. We actually just went under contract for a lady that she found a 3-bedroom on the outskirts of Fayetteville, and it was, I believe 138 or 128, something like that. So definitely is doable. Just wanted to kind of show you the different types of more common homes here. That way you can get a better idea for all of that. But that's going to do it. Hopefully that answered some questions for you. Hopefully that gave you a better lay of the land, where you can kind of see where everything's located. And like I said, if you guys are interested in any of these more specific topics of these different cities, definitely go check out those other videos where we go over, and dive deep into each city and really go over like what's there, the type of housing, the downtown areas, kind of more of a street view thing. And also be sure to check out our different tours, our vlog tours, where we go through and walk around the city and show you the different main areas of each of these different cities. But if you guys are still thinking about making that move here, then be sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to reach out to us, and we'd absolutely love to help you make that move here as easy as possible. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button, as well as that bell, that way you're notified every time we put out new videos just like this, showcasing our beautiful area. But until next time, I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you on the next one.